Let's do this.
What is up, Hedgehog Maniacs, Doki Fanatics, SideX17 here? It's been a while since I've said this, but I am back with another Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod. Technically, this is a remake of one of the first few mods I did years ago. As you can see on the top right, it's called Doki Doki Salvation. But it's the remake. This is one of the very first mods I showcased to you guys years ago. I heard this was reworked and everything, but the story is the same. It's a Sayori focused mod. Time to see what's changed. Time to dive in? Let's do it to it. Whoa, that's cool. Nice, Sayori. But remember, I remember Monika's assets wasn't fully loaded. As you saw, Monika's was not loading. I'm not gonna say why, because that would be a major spoiler. It's best for you to experience it for yourself. But anyway, let's go. Time to enter my name. I can't do it this time. In the original release, I was able to put my full username, but it's a remake, so I can't put the full numbers in. So what? So SideX has gotta be the one I go with again. Let's do it. Whoa, that sounds different. That's Monika.
Everything would be easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Wait. What's this? I can't delete her? Why isn't it working?
You have no power, Monika.
Oh god, I think I overdid this. I thought I had full control over the code. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. I know. I'll just have him try and fix it. That shouldn't affect my plans too much.
Who? Me? Huh?
Wake up, SideX!
I jerk and rise up from bed suddenly. The hell? Ugh. I shake my head and rub my eyes as I reach for my phone on the nightstand. It's around 2 in the morning, so I know I didn't get a good night's sleep. I rub my eyes and take a look out my bedroom window. To my surprise, Sayori's bedroom lights seem to be on, which confuses me. Maybe she just forgot to turn off the lights before she went to bed? That seems like something she'll do. True, but this is far more serious right now. Ah, wait! What if she's up thinking about what I told her yesterday? I guess it would make sense. She literally told me about her depression. That's probably something she would joke about. Maybe I should check up on her. Or is that too weird? I think you should check up on her, MC. I'll call her first. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. I pick up my phone and I'll lock it. Not before lowering the brightness so it doesn't absolutely destroy my eyeballs. Yeah, good idea. I click on Sayori's contact and hit call. Ooh. I like when they do the phone icon on the left, as you see on the left side of the screen. I like that. Huh. Straight to voicemail? Her phone is off? Well, I guess she turns her phone off before bed? I should probably do that too. Suddenly, my phone vibrates and I receive a message from... What the? Okay, this was not in the original. This is getting interesting. Monica? Why is she texting me so late? I open the message and a chill immediately runs down my spine. I'm not exactly comforted by the tone of this message. As you see, it says,
Hey, sorry to bother you so late tonight, but, well, I have reason to believe Sayori could be in trouble. You should check up on her.
it feels a little too calm in comparison to what the words actually say. Well, I know that in the original release, Monica was being all defensive, trying to deny that something was wrong with her. In any case, my worries are basically confirmed. I slip on some slippers and walk out the door. Well, the background's different too. Or was it like that before as well? I don't know. Anyway, sure enough, down the road, Sayori's lights are still on. I can't really see anything moving through her window though, so I'm still in the dark here. I start thinking back to what I told her yesterday. How I said I'll be there for her and all that. And well, that I also loved her. I mean, I do love her, don't I? In this mod you do, MC. If I'm being honest with myself, I'm still not too sure about my feelings for her. I don't want her to think that I feel this way just because she's depressed, or that I just lied to make her feel better. But am I lying to myself about my own feelings because she's depressed? I really don't know anymore. I reach Sayori's front porch and let myself in, but not before knocking a few times on her front door. Her parents are almost never around, but they help Sayori pay rent, so I guess it still works out. Still, you think parents of a girl with depression would stop by a little more often? Actually, he's got a point. I guess it's not really my place to judge. Just as long as you don't say it to her face or something. Out of the blue. I slowly open the door and poke my head into her living room. At this point, it's impossible not to feel awkward. But Monica said she was in trouble, so I've got to hurry. Sayori? It's X. I saw your lights on and, well, I wanted to see how you were doing. No response. I'm starting to feel quite anxious now, but I also can't help but feel like I'm really overstepping my boundaries here. Both good points, MC. But you need to check on Sayori. Isn't it breach of pride? What the? Didn't hear that before. I suddenly hear a loud bang from upstairs. Sayori! You alright? I quickly rushed upstairs without thinking. I quickly grabbed the doorknob and... The sight in front of me is nothing short of horrifying. Sayori's body is withering in pain. Her face twisted in agony. Uh-oh. Oh no. She's suspended in the air. Her neck being crushed by the rope from her own weight. Her once cheerful voice is now reduced to weak gargles. Her hands are furiously clawing at it, blood flowing with every gash, staining her fingers in red. Her legs are kicking back and forth as she desperately tries to break free. No! Sayori! Whoa. Whoa. Wait, your team's here? Oh, man. Like it's showing all the backgrounds in the CGs. But, damn. What a way to start this. Act 1. Savior. You came for me. Why? Whoa. This is not how I was expecting this to start. What says Monica?
Okay, everyone. The Legend Club has started. Let's all have a seat and think.
Huh? Wait. It's in Monica's perspective.
I fall to my knees in pain. Huh? That was strange. Phew. Okay, let's try that again.
I think this might have something to do with how it started, where her assets didn't get properly loaded.
Okay, everyone. The Legend Club,
Whoa.
Ah! I fall to my knees again, much harder this time. What's going on? I nervously look around me. The atmosphere of the room has changed. Everything that I was just worried about is gone. And it's replaced with something greater.
What? Huh? Sayori's eye. The logo. Glitches. Whoa.
I'm thrown to the floor by some otherworldly force and my vision goes entirely black.
This is not what I was expecting.
Well?
Oh, man.
A girl with pinkish red hair appears in front of me, staring at me blankly. I've never seen this girl in my life. I know I haven't. Yet, I'm somehow aware of her presence. She's always been here. In fact, there were 2 others. No, 3.
So it's basically... I was not expecting this at the start. Damn. DDLC plus vibes here.
How is that possible? I quickly stand up and regain my bearings. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I never do this.
Whoa! Oh, man.
My wound crumbles around me once again for a split second. This is the Nappy Club. What's wrong? You look like you see a ghost. Nothing's wrong. This is... I pause. Not out of embarrassment or anything. Like I was feeling before. It's pure and out of fear. Fear of what happened next if I keep this conversation going.
Huh?
This isn't normal. And I have to find out why. This is the Literature Club. It's so great to have you. It all began there. My epiphany. It all became painfully clear to me. Everything happens for a reason, right? But it wasn't always like this. No, I never wanted to believe it. Despite everything coming apart around me, I never wanted to believe that my friends were all fake. Sayori and the others were the only light I had. But everything had to fade away eventually. And I'm here now. This is a decision I have made. This isn't how things were supposed to go, but I'll play along.
Play along? They're at the hospital. This played when MCs discovered Sayori in the original. My legs have been bouncing up and down furiously as I wait for doctors to let me see Sayori. It just all happened so fast. From the moment I lifted her up and removed the noose to the ambulance taking her away. It's been a few hours now, and still no sign of any doctors coming to tell me what I really want to hear. She's going to be okay. I placed my hand to my face. I don't know if she's going to be okay. How could this happen? Did I let this happen? Was all this my fault? I should have been there for her. I should have been the friend she needed. But I was so dense. I never realized that the girl I knew from my childhood wasn't the same anymore. I realize now, more than ever, how terrible of a friend I've been to her. I called her out on her insecurities in front of all of her friends. Straight up insulted her. Hell, I think I even ignored her for Natsuki at one point. How can I take her for granted for so long? She's been my friend since we were kids. And after hanging out with her again, after so much time has passed, I realized that I do feel something for her. But it was too late for that.
Huh? Hey, Sunny X, you doing alright?
Monica! Wait. Is this gonna be like exit music? Like exit music and exit music Redux? The OG and the Redux? In the OG exit music, Monica was being a bitch. But in Redux, she was trying to make things right. It just didn't go how she wanted it to. But I think this might be another. Man, I can't even. Okay. I look up to see a familiar face. The president of the Literature Club. I'm okay. But Sayori.
I know. I understand. Did she?
I slowly nod my head.
I see. I'm so sorry, Sunny X. I really should have warned you sooner.
Warned me? Are you saying you knew this was going to happen?
No, not like that at all. But I feel like I should have just...
Man. Monica sighs and looks down at the floor.
You mind if I sit down next to you?
I shake my head and move aside on the couch I was sitting on. I notice myself shivering quite a bit, probably due to all these nerves running through me right now. Though, I guess Monica noticed and quickly rummages through her bag for a blanket of some sort.
Sunny X, you must be freezing. You're still in your pajamas.
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly have time to change into anything more proper. I don't checked the blanket off though. I guess it is a little chilly in here. You seem pretty dressed up though.
Well, you see, the truth is, Sayori and I did talk before all this happened. She really did insist on staying home that day we were supposed to work together. But the way she was typing, the way she worded her sentences, it just didn't seem like her.
And I let myself get further and further away from her as I got older.
You're not blaming yourself for all this, are you?
I don't know anymore. And that's the cold hard truth. And he is really being hard on himself. I told her I love her, thinking it would help. It didn't. I let myself drift apart from her, harming our friendship. Why wasn't I able to tell how she was feeling? Did she try asking me for help and I was just too stupid to notice? Maybe I have been able to read her better if we hadn't drifted apart. I clenched my fist and slammed it onto my knees. Why her? Why did this have to happen to her? My vision starts to blur as tears begin to seep out and fall onto my arms. Monica stays quiet, and my quiet sobs start to mix in with the sounds at the hospital. Some time passes after Monica joined me in the waiting room. Still no sign of any doctors or nurses to tell me when I can see her. guess I'm not too familiar with the process of stopping someone from committing suicide, nor the procedures that have to take place to try and fix whatever she damaged. Her distressed face keeps flashing in my mind every time I close my eyes. I pull my phone out of my pocket to check the time. 6 in the morning. I'll probably be getting ready for school at around this time. Hey, Monica, could you call the school and let them know I'm going to be absent today? Monica shakes her head.
No need to worry, Sonics. I've already sent emails to my teachers and explained the emergency came up. Plus, I'm sure the hospital already notified the school of the situation. I'm sure your teachers will understand.
I slowly nod my head and look back down at my hands. Suddenly, a doctor comes out from the nearby room, looking quite tired. He nods and motions for me to come towards him. Monica, can you come with me? I don't know if I can handle what I'm about to see by myself.
Of course, I planned on it.
I hand the blanket back to Monica and get up from the couch. I walk swiftly up to the doctor and start pestering him with questions. Is she okay? How is she? Is she in pain? How long until she The doctor, to my surprise, chuckles and pats my shoulder. She's alright, son. You actually saved her life. Saved? Saved her life? What? Yeah. We only had to intubate her for a few short moments. If he had been any later, I think she would have been in much worse condition. I saved her? What is it about these words that feel so hard to believe? Though she did get pretty bruised up from that rope. A few of her veins were ruptured, but luckily no arteries were damaged. To put it simply, she'll be okay. We have notified her parents and contacted her school. We're going to keep her here for a few days. She's in a medically induced coma at the moment, but if you'd like to see her, you could go ahead. Oh man. The doctor slowly opens the large door to reveal a somewhat large hospital room. I slowly step inside, not before taking a deep breath and prepare with myself for what I'm about to see. Monica follows short behind me. I quickly walk in and stop dead in my tracks. She seems to be sleeping soundly, but I know it's just the meds keeping her under. Her neck is bandaged up, and I assume her fingers aren't much different. Oh God! Sayori! Whoa! I do like the CG. At least she's... I slowly walk up to the bed and gently place my hand over hers. The doctor's words ring back to me. You saved a life. I still don't feel like I did. I feel like all of this just made it way worse. Suicide. That word has never felt this heavy before. I mean, sure, it's a depressing subject, but it carries a much heavier meaning when you catch your best friend hanging herself. I thought my worries would ease after I saw her, but now they're growing. What's going to happen when she wakes up? What's she going to say to me? What's she going to think when she realizes I'm the one who stopped this from happening? Is she going to hate me? She shouldn't hate you, man. I turn towards Monica, who seems lost in thought as she stares at Sayori. My vision begins to blur and tears start to fall on top of Sayori's hand. But you know what? As much as this straight up sucks, she's alive. My best friend is still alive. The heart monitor in the background is proof of that. Through my blurred vision, I reach over and brush away strands of Sayori's hair so it doesn't block her face. Everything will be okay, Sayori. I'm here for you. Some time has passed. I guess I must have dozed off in this chair not too far from Sayori's bed. I slowly rub my eyes, and to my surprise, I see a familiar face in front of me. It's Sayori's mother. Whoa, sitting in a chair next to Sayori. She looks incredibly distressed and upset. Not that it's any surprise to me. I've only met with her a few times, mostly when I was younger. When Sayori turned 18, her parents began working harder and longer shifts, with her dad moving overseas. They don't really stop by too often these days, but I guess they figured Sayori would take care of herself, which is baffling to me because surely they knew about her depression, right? Unless Sayori kept this from them as well. She notices I'm awake and gives me a sad smile. I give her a light smile back. We don't really say much to each other though. There was nothing either of us could say would really make this situation feel any different. I pull out my phone and check the time. Most of the morning has gone by already, and I'm starting to feel quite hungry. Her mother has some lines, huh?
Have you been, Sonny X?
I slightly jump after hearing her speak. She isn't looking at me, but I notice tears rolling down her cheeks. I'm okay.
Good. That's wonderful.
Her voice cracks. It's almost as if she's trying to keep herself together by asking me this question. I notice Monica is also nowhere to be seen. I assume she must have headed back to school without telling me. Sayori's mother checks her watch and looks rather surprised.
Forgive me, Sonny X, but can I ask a huge favor from you?
Of course. Anything.
I've really got to get going. My job doesn't exactly give me much free time. I can't be away for too long. As much as I would love to stay here and watch her, I can't afford to lose this job. I wouldn't be able to afford the hospital bills if I did. But all that is on its way, so you don't have to burden yourself by staying here.
Man. She stutters over her words. It's okay, ma'am. I promise I'll take good care of her. There's no trouble. Man. She begins to cry a bit harder this time, but she manages to say thank you before bowing and walking out of the room. I guess I know a little more about why her parents are gone most of the time. Working hard to support their daughter. I wonder if Sayori ever felt burdened by that. I get up from the chair I slept on and walk over to Sayori's bedside. Hey Sayori, just want to talk, I guess. Not that you can really hear me. Well, I want to apologize for everything. It's my fault you're in this situation. If only I had come to you sooner. No, if only I had stayed by your side. If only I kept that promise I made to you all those years ago. You know the one. The same day I helped you win that big stuffed cow you wanted so badly. Mr. Cow. I've always been your bestest friend. I sure am a horrible best friend for letting things end up this way. I feel a tear roll down my cheek. I'm just glad you're still alive, Sayori. I don't know what I'd do with myself if I lost you. I softly placed my hand over her bandaged one. But I promise, I'll always be here for you, through thick and thin, because that's what friends do. I gently lift her hand up and out of the blanket and kiss it softly. As I place her hand back underneath the blanket, I feel a bit embarrassed. But I don't care anymore. Even after all this, I still think I'm in love with Sayori. I always have been. Have I? I don't even know the real you. I nearly jumped after hearing a light knock on the door. On the door, sorry. Ah, you're still here. Someone was looking for you. I thought you had already left with your friend from earlier. I shake my head. Well, I'll have to ask you to leave the room because we need to perform a few checkups on Miss Sayori here. Oh, sure. Sorry. Who was looking for me? He smiles as he guides me out of the room. What do you think the chances are that it's Natsuki? Or maybe Monica again? Or maybe Sayori's dad? Right. I believe they were friends Sayori's. They wanted to invite you to lunch. I wonder who it might be. Monica, maybe? She's in the waiting room. We should be finished within the hour. Thanks, Doctor. I walk out of the room and the door closes slowly behind me. I sigh and rub my eyes to hide any tears that may be left behind. Is this a new track? I like it. The hallways of the hospital are a lot more lively than before, with doctors and nurses walking back and forth, tending to many other patients. I walk back down to the waiting room and I'm surprised to be greeted with... It is Natsuki! My favorite Doki.
Hey, Sanyax! Surprised to see me here?
Yeah, actually. How did you...
Well, Monica told us about all about it and came to the festival as well.
I see. I'm not sure how I feel about Monica just going and telling Natsuki and Yuri about all this. Sayori barely wanted to tell me about her depression. I can't imagine how she feel about the whole club knowing about it.
Listen, I'm pretty hungry, and well, do you want to grab a bite to eat in the cafeteria?
I only nodded in response. Natsuki and I grabbed 2 sandwiches from the cafeteria before heading back to the waiting room to eat. It was extremely crowded. Natsuki didn't seem keen on sitting in there, so we decided So we decided on the waiting room. Smart move. Hey, aren't you going to head back to school?
Are you kidding? And then you skipped the whole day too? As if. Besides, why would I want to go back to school after what happened to Sayori? I really be able to focus.
Really? Were you guys close or something? Natsuki gives me a look that immediately makes me feel like an idiot. I guess that this kind of proves I don't really know Sayori or Natsuki that well at all. And I tried dating her too. Natsuki grumbles to herself as she takes a pretty hearty bite out of her sandwich.
Well, I wouldn't call it close, but she's my friend. I would think that would be obvious to you. But guess I was wrong to assume that about you.
I shake my head and continue eating my lunch. Man. We continue eating in silence. There really isn't much to talk about anyway. I know she finished eating a lot faster than I did, as if she was starving or something.
Ah! Now that was a good sandwich.
What? Really? What? Really? You think so? It was pretty plain to me.
Yeah? Well, you really no good food if it even hit you in the face.
Right. I forgot who I'm talking to. I shrug my shoulders to continue eating. I'll admit, that was a bit of a nice distraction from all this. But now my mind has shifted back to Sayori and her current state. I wonder if she's awake yet. Around 30 minutes go by and the doctor finally appears from Sayori's room down the hallway. He flashes me a thumbs up and gestures that it's okay for me to go back. Come on, Natsuki. Let's go see Sayori.
Oh, already? Okay.
I slowly walk in and Natsuki follows shortly after. I hear a light gasp escape her before she looks away. She's guilty of it. I think she's guilty of it. Because of what? In the original Salvation, it was revealed that MC and Natsuki worked together to make the cupcakes. I think she made me feeling guilty about the whole thing. Hey, you gonna be alright?
Yeah, it's just...
Natsuki tries very hard to hide the emotions in her voice, but fails.
It's just really weird seeing her like that. All those tumors in her body. Is it also my fault?
Of course not. Don't blame yourself for this. Nobody knew this could have happened. Natsuki quickly wipes her tears away and takes a deep breath.
Okay. I'm sure she'd hate to see me cry like this anyway. Look, just don't tell anybody you're sorry like this, okay?
I wouldn't even think of it. Yeah, because she'll pound you, MC. Anyway, I follow Natsuki as she slowly walks up to Sayori. She sniffles lightly and rubs her eyes before speaking.
Hey, Sayori, it's me, Natsuki. Gosh, this is so weird, isn't it? Can you even hear what I'm saying right now? I feel like an idiot. But, well, I just want to say that I really appreciate having you as a friend, and I'm really glad you're okay. I know I was kind of mean to you at first, but, well, I just didn't really get to know you all that well, that's all. But if I'm being honest with you, you mean more a lot to the club. I can't imagine anybody else as its vice president. So you better get better fast. I don't think I forgive you if you let me alone with Sonny X.
I chuckle at myself, and Natsuki giggles as well, not before wiping away a tear from her eye. Well, I honestly wasn't expecting that from you. That makes two of us, but then again, it is Natsuki.
What? You think I don't have a heart or something?
Well, no. I guess I don't really know I guess I don't really know what I expected.
Let me ask you something, Sonny X. Just last week, if I had to guess, when you tried to hit him, you were trying to hit on me, weren't you?
I nearly fall over from Natsuki's extremely forward question. It's not something I know myself, really. Something just compelled me to go after her, almost as if it wasn't my own decision. But regardless of what happened, the hard truth is that I did try to go for her. I mean, one look at my poems would tell you that. Why else would I bother writing about puppies and kittens and all that? Because she's cute. Well, I didn't really expect you to be so forward with me, first of all.
Well, I think I ask you now. I don't think there's really a right time to ask anyway.
I see. Well, I guess if we're all being honest here, yeah, I did.
Heh, yeah, I knew it.
You knew? The whole time?
Oh, come on. It was obvious as heck. I mean, I do appreciate you taking my side and liking my writing, but a guy always knew Sayori was your kind of girl. Plus, after me thinking it over, I should really try to improve my writing a bit more. I don't mean going all cryptic and weird like Yuri, though. But over the weekend, I realized I could probably get a little more creative in my own choices. More choices.
Well, that's great to hear then. Honestly, I'm just glad things don't have to be awkward or anything. Yeah, Sayori's... she's special to me. I don't really think I showed it all that much, but deep down she's still one of my closest friends, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I don't really have anybody I can call a close friend, but I can handle being by myself too. I've learned to be independent, and that's a very important skill.
I chuckled to myself. Now that's the Natsuki I know. Some things never change. I hear a phone go off, seemingly coming from her. As she takes it out, she seems slightly annoyed. Anything wrong?
Not really. My friends are just asking me where I'm at. It is lunchtime at school after all. I didn't exactly want to mention why we skipping out today.
Ah, I understand. Natsuki quickly types a message and puts her phone away. Man. She sighs and looks back at Sayori, looking very lost in thought. I feel a bit guilty now. I'm not sure if this situation really called for Natsuki and I to have a casual conversation like that. Regardless, we don't say anything to each other anymore. And I think it's better that way. It's already around the time school is over. I've spent most of the day here in this room, watching over my friend who hasn't moved an inch since I got here. I'm extremely exhausted. That sleep I got earlier wasn't nearly enough to get me back up to speed. I miss my bed. And yet, I can't imagine leaving Sayori by herself. It just feels wrong. It's not like I don't trust the doctors or nurses that work here. I just feel like I should be here with her as well. Huh? I nearly jump after hearing a light knock on the door. A nurse walks in, surprisingly Monica follows shortly after. Oh, Monica's back. Alright.
Hey, Sadix! I honestly didn't expect you to spend the whole day here.
I shrug my shoulders. I'm not leaving Sayori's side until I'm kicked out of here.
Actually, that looks like it'll happen soon. Visiting hours are almost over.
Well, I remember hearing that at least one person could stay with a patient if necessary.
Oh, well, that won't be necessary then. I talked to Sayori's mother, and her dad will be staying overnight with her.
You know her mom?
Yeah, it's required that I know all the girls' parents. Club president stuff, you know?
Huh. Well, that's new. Nobody ever told me about that. So you know my mom too? I see that sweat coming down. Monica fidgets a little.
Well, yeah, but I never had any reason to contact her, I guess. It's for emergency reasons.
Right. So what are you doing back here? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Gosh, so many questions, Sanyex.
Right. Sorry.
How about I walk you home? I'm sure you hate to be alone to do all this.
Nah, I'm okay. I'd actually rather be alone right now. It's a lot to take in. You understand, right? I think she is still trying to get. So it's almost like, in a way, a combination of absolution and I don't know. Still trying to process this.
Yeah, I understand. I guess I'm staying here for a few more minutes then. You should really just get your rest though. I'm sure Sayori would like you for you to suffer for her sake.
Once again, I shrug my shoulders in response. She gives me a friendly smile as I head out the door. For some reason, I feel like I should be suffering right now. I feel like I deserve it for letting Sayori drift away from me. But there is some truth to Marco's words, I think. She'll probably tell me to get some rest as well. I decide to take the long way through the city, almost as if I'm biding my time for something, though I'm not quite sure what. I place my hands in my pocket and just look down at the sidewalk. Jeez, I mean, what a day. Even my own thoughts, I don't know what to think to myself. It just hurts so much to think about how much pain Sayori was in, and I had no idea. I just feel like I could have done more. I know I could have done more. I'm so stupid. Huh? Ow! What the? I quickly look up to see. Oh, it's Yuri! First time we get to see Yuri. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yuri? What are you doing here? Sadix? Oh, Sadix. I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy. I didn't even see you. Oh no, that was entirely my fault. I'll help you with your books. It's obvious Yuri doesn't want me to get her books for her, so I quickly picked them all up before she has any objections. So, what are you doing out here anyway? Well, I heard the news about Sayori. I wanted to go see her. I was just there. Visiting hours are ending in a bit, I believe. That's what Monica told me anyway. Really?
I'm always messing things up, aren't I?
No, it's okay. It's fine, really. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't mind at all. Yuri stays quiet and sniffles.
Well, I guess I'll head home then. I'll visit her tomorrow.
I'll probably be there too, the whole day. Natsuki also skipped her second half of classes to come see her.
Natsuki as well? So, I'm the only one who didn't visit?
Trust me, it's okay. I'm almost positive she'll understand. She'll probably say stuff about how school is more important or something. Thinking about it, I don't even think Yuri liked me all that much back in the club. We never talked to each other much after the first few days. Was it because I never took her writing advice, or did I just side with Natsuki all the time? I think it could be all the above. Yuri? I want to apologize for not really taking any of your advice last week about writing. I don't want you to think I didn't appreciate it or anything. It's just I don't really know what came over me. I mean, joining a club, surrounded by all these girls I never met before, it was all pretty overwhelming. You know what I mean, right? Yuri giggles lightly.
You don't need to explain yourself, X. I completely understand. If we're both being honest with each other, I'd be lying to myself if I said it didn't bother me, though. I guess I saw you as another chance to find someone who appreciates me for who I am, and isn't afraid of me, and that I started saying too much, didn't I? I'm sorry.
It's okay, Yuri. Again, that's why I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel that way or anything. Yuri stays silent, fidgeting with her hair. An awkward silence now sweeps over us. Well, I should get going. Will I see you at the hospital tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I should be able to avoid missing class, so I'll be there all day.
Great. We can get to know each other a little then. Sound good?
Yeah, I like that. I'll see you, X.
I turn around and start heading back towards my house. I don't exactly know if that would be considered a success in making a friendship or not. Like I said to her earlier, Yuri and I didn't exactly get to know each other well in the club. Didn't I get my poem ignored one time? I can't really remember anymore. I let out a pretty hearty yarn and rub my eyes. I really should get some proper sleep. I'm so tired I completely forgot that I'm still in my pajamas from last night. Though, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all night thinking about Sayori. As I reach my neighborhood, I catch a glimpse of Sayori's house just a little short ways away from mine. God. Today would have been very different if Monica didn't wake me up last night. I guess I never got to thank her properly for that. I think back to this day Sayori confessed to me about her depression. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand her at all. I didn't understand how she was feeling, but I really wanted to help her. I really did. I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could just hold her and tell her that I really wanted to make things better for her. And Monica, she told Sayori that Natsuki was coming over, right? If Monica knew how Sayori was feeling, why did she bother mentioning that? I shake my head. Think she was self-aware at the time, but her assets didn't change, as you saw in the loading screen. It's probably just a coincidence. It's not like I expected Monica to know exactly how Sayori was feeling at any moment either. I take one last look at Sayori's house before heading inside my own. I'll see you tomorrow, Sayori. This is interesting.
Something is definitely different here. I lost control over these files. Why? The game is continuing despite all this? Are things meant to play out this way? Natsuki and Yuri are acting quite different as well. In any case, there should be a problem. I've got this. Though if I'm being honest, seeing how everyone's reactions to all this has been interesting.
She is trying to tamper, but it's not the way she wants it to, if I'm being honest.
But they really don't feel this way. They can't feel at all. Although, Sayori's heart monitor still rings in my head. Over and over and over again.
It wasn't your fault. It was. I know it was. Because all I had to do was take care of you and watch over you, like any friend should. I think that's Sayori.
We drifted apart. That's nobody's fault.
Are you telling me there was nothing, absolutely nothing, that I could have done to prevent this?
Yes. Because nobody can help me, Sanyex. You don't understand me.
But I want to understand. Can't you see that I'm trying?
Oh man, a cliffhanger? I hate those.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button and let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions. If you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video, or you can check out another video as you see on the screen. See ya! Seriously, Monica?